going on, boys?
I could potentially for some reason my monitor audio doesn't work, so I have to use these for audio.
It's probably
But
better
I
anyways.
technically could use my my webcam for a mic, but whatever.
Yeah. No, I think it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Well, dudes. First order of business, I think we got to figure out what we're going to call this thing.
Trident.
Yeah, so Nick had the idea the other day, Joey, is to call it Trident.
Trident?
Yeah, it's like multi-layered, you know, there's 3 of us starting out, you know, who knows, you know, maybe it gets busy and, you know, sometimes it's only 1 of us or 2 of us, or maybe we have a couple other people on, who knows. But, so there's 3, like a Trident. And then 2, it's somewhat of an abbreviation of sorts for another very important part of our life, the Tridentine Mass. But it's subtle, you know what I'm saying? It's subtle.
Whoa.
That was all Nick's idea, dude. Nick knows what's
Dang,
up.
who came up with that, dude? Man, that guy must.
Nick got the idea. He must have like a great brain.
Well,
dude, I can barely fit my brain in this headset, dude. It's like kind of stretching a little bit. My head's kind of just too big, man.
it's weird how the camera like reverses you, you know what I mean? Can't even fix your hair. You know what I'm saying? Trying to look good, you know what I'm saying?
My hair, it's about to get all frizzy.
Crap. Nah, you look good, man. You look good. Y'all guys looking pretty steezy.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
Dang, Sam's got that little bit of that Bieber cut going on, dude.
I know.
Put the hair like down in the. Oh, he's like.
Baby,
there you go.
Baby, baby, all like baby, 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 all like. That's what Gabby said earlier. Oh, here comes Bonnie. Hey, Bonnie. Bonnie the dog. She's
What's
sweet.
up, dog?
Hey,
How's
say
it
hi,
going,
Bonnie.
dog?
Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Hi,
Hi,
Bonnie. My name's Bonnie. Hi, everybody.
What's up, dog?
Well, like I was saying earlier, get down. Didn't really have an order of business, strictly speaking. You get a cat.
I've had a cat, man. This guy's like 17 years old. His name's Nemi.
Nemi? I have never seen Nemi in my life.
Yeah, he's pretty reclusive to the outside world.
Hey, Joey.
Maybe go get my 15-year-old dog.
Dude, yeah, let's see her, bro. Is it a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, right back. Yeah.
Hey, Joey, while I'm thinking about it, I got a question for you. I don't think I've ever seen your room. I'm just curious. I'm just curious I'm curious who painted that.
Not me. Not me, okay? I'm just going to see you that way. It's not me.
How long has it been like that?
I don't know, 4 years? 3 years? Something like that.
Really? All right, well.
And I no longer have the paint for it, so
Ooh.
I can't finish it. You know?
Well, next time we're down in the 210, might need to have a little community service event.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Paint your room like, I don't know, hot pink or something.
I'd like that.
Hot pink's a nice color.
Yeah, totally.
It'd go with your eyes. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
With my poop brown eyes, you know? Poop brown, hot pink.
Oh, let's see. This is the Doge. Hey, buddy.
the dog.
Man, is she blind?
The dog. No.
She looks like she's got that cataracts. Or doggerax, I guess.
You don't see right. That's the dog right there, man.
That's a dog.
She's like, she's got that dog in her, you know?
Man,
That's funny,
She
man.
is a dog, and she got that dog in her.
She got that dog, dude.
In and outside. All right, she's gonna chill right here.
Guys, I've known both of y'all for so long, and I've never seen Joey's paint job in his room, and I learned Nick had a dog like 2 weeks ago.
Dude, it's like that typical, like, you're best friends with a dude and you don't even know his birthday after like 10 years you know him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Nick, do you know my birthday?
I don't think I remember.
Ooh.
Or like the exact date. You don't know mine either.
I know. I have it in my phone, I think, though. Joey, I'm going to be honest, I don't know your birthday either. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I only know Sans. I don't know Nick. Sorry,
Yeah, I
Nick.
told you, man.
I know it's just one of those things, you know. I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I think generally speaking, guys don't care about birthdays all that much.
No,
Mm-mm.
maybe that's why we just don't bother to remember because we're just like, it
I'm just
happens.
like, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I turned
Yeah.
25. You
But
know, a few
women
months
are
ago.
like, okay, so first we're gonna go to this restaurant, and then we're gonna like, I don't know, we're gonna go to the park. We're gonna have like a group picnic, and then I don't know.
Let's go to
They have,
brunch.
they
Go
have
to
the
brunch.
whole.
Brunch is a
Yeah.
real
Oh
thing,
man,
man.
that's the typical phrase. Want to grab brunch?
Brunch is nice, dude. Okay, don't knock brunch.
Nikki, I love brunch, dude.
I
I
love brunch.
hate brunch.
Really?
I hate it.
You
Why?
hate brunch?
No,
Why?
I'm just kidding. Why would I,
You're
why
just a
would I hate
contrarian,
brunch?
dog. You're
No,
a
no, no,
contrarian.
I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
Hey, that post liturgical brunch / nap time, dude,
Necessary.
hits
hard.
different.
It really
It's
does.
Nah, man. That's the best time for a nap.
Well, yeah,
You don't go to brunch. You don't go to brunch. You go to sleep.
Really? I would always go brunch and then sleep
Nah.
every single
Well,
time.
I guess it depends. It depends on who's available. Are you talking about like after mass?
Yeah, post liturgy.
Yeah, I mean, if everyone's like, "Oh, let's go somewhere," then yeah, I would prefer to do that rather than like go straight to sleep. But
I will
I'm not
say one of
uh,
my favorite parts about living here is because so many people go to daily mass. You know, you usually see a lot of your friends and stuff, and almost every time they go, you know, we go to mass, and then everybody meets up at Sugar Creek afterwards. You know, has some coffee, a sandwich, or like one of those
Oh, yeah.
burritos they make. It's actually it's kind of a vibe. It's probably the best way to start your day. You know, wake up early, work out, go to mass, brunch, or not brunch really. I guess it's just breakfast. It's still like 7 a.m. at that point, and then go to work. Come back home, have dinner, party it up again because everybody's a social butterfly around here. Then go to sleep. Way too late because I'm an early bird. So when I stay up to 10 p.m., it's horrible. You know?
10 p.m. That's some grandpa time, brother.
I know, dude. I know. But what can I say?
It's okay.
I'm a
I stay
geezer,
up
bro.
way too late most nights.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay up too late, get up too late.
hmm
Big
Hey.
city life, you know.
How's everything going down there in the San Antonio chapel? Has Father
Pretty
Peterson
good.
Pretty
taken
good.
over?
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. He was here like a month ago, but I haven't had any updates about when Father Z is retiring exactly.
But you guys can't even do high masses anymore, right? Because Father Zikarian can't take the incense in like the small room.
Well,
Or when
no.
he's there. You can't do high masses when he's there.
no, we still. Sorry, Saya's screaming. We still do. I think it was just that week he was like sick or something, and he couldn't sing.
Oh, okay.
or incense.
Yeah.
Got you. Because I
Like every other week or every 2 weeks.
yeah.
Okay.
Because you met that one girl that I brought to the Latin Mass
Mhm.
for the first time. Her
Yeah.
name is Anna Estella. Yeah. And
Mhm.
I wanted it for her to see a high mass, but I was like, oh man, the one mass that I
Oh,
take her
yeah.
to is supposed to be a high mass. Is like, oh, Father Zikarian is sick. Never mind. Low mass.
honestly,
But
though,
it's okay. Low mass is still good.
I don't know about y'all, but this is just my personal opinion, personal experience and stuff. I generally seem to think that it's oftentimes better for somebody's first mass to be a low mass. You know?
Yeah, I remember us talking about
Oh
that
yeah.
before.
Because I think as beautiful as the high mass is, you know, it's like objectively, you know, the most beautiful. I guess unless you're talking about like solemn pontifical high mass or something like that. But you know, it's objectively more beautiful because of all the I don't know if pomp is the right way to describe it, but you know, the incense and the singing and stuff. But I think for somebody's first time, unless they're already accustomed to that kind of thing, like say they're already, you know, into music, you know, liturgical music, which, you know, I've known people who were Protestants who were really into liturgical music and then loved it when they came to high mass. But I think for most people, a low mass is just more digestible for their first time. And then after they've gone 2 or 3 times, it's like that's the best time to, I don't know, jump in further, I guess. I don't know. What do y'all think?
I mean, if you kind of think about it, for a long time, up until like the 16th century,
Mm-hmm.
the low mass didn't even exist
Mm-hmm.
because it was promulgated in like what 1570 by Pope Pius V. So I think like
Sure.
Traditionally or historically, most conversions or more conversions throughout history have happened through like attending the high mass or at least the high Roman rite, at least in most of the church.
So it was actually pretty interesting. I think it was Father Golddaddy was on the SSPX podcast. I don't know when it was, a few weeks ago maybe, or a few days ago. I don't know. I listened to it a few days ago. I don't know when it was released, but he went through all the different masses, and so went from pontifical solemn high mass to a pontifical low mass, which I didn't even know was a thing, all the way to, funeral masses, and then low mass and high mass. And it's something I did not know. Apparently, the high mass that you usually see came after the low mass that you normally would see. Because the low mass was I'm going to use most likely incorrect terms here, but bear with me. The low mass was like a condensing, maybe a simplification in a way of, I want to say it was the pontifical mass, like high mass. And, yeah, I don't remember. I'm going to totally misspeak. But the thing I remember him saying, if my recollection serves correctly, is that the low mass that you would see predates the high mass that you normally see, just because of the amount of bishops and priests and the lack of like deacons and subdeacons and things like that. I could be wrong though, so take it with a grain of salt. I do recommend the podcast though; it's a really good one. It was a really good one.
All right, Samuel. That was great, man.
What was great? I'm sorry, dude. I don't got the best memory, bro.
It's okay. I'm just making it chain, dog.
Yeah, Nick, you just load up.
Yes, sir. Just got
You got that upper double decky.
Invisalign, my guy. It's the new thing you got to try.
Oh, was it Invisalign? Thought it was like a Zimbabwe or something.
Invisalign.
Yeah.
Got
Okay.
the 9 a month.
Well, I would like to know, for this little trial run of a pseudo podcast, I think all of us either grew up in the Novus Ordo Mass or not Catholic at all. I don't know. I want to maybe tell y'all stories. How did you get to where you are today?
By you, brother.
Barely,
He's lower
bro.
than me and you, man. He's lower, man.
No, this dude is being super, super, like, nice because he was already becoming Catholic before, and then he just texted me.
That's true.
So.
Okay, listen. Okay, so me and you, Samuel, we met back in high school.
That's right.
And that was my sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
Your freshman
year. Yep. Latin class.
2015?
Something like that, yeah.
2015?
Yeah, that sounds right.
No, 2014. Wait, hold on. No, 2014?
I graduated in 2018, so...
So it had to be 2014 then.
Really? It would be the 2014-2015 school year, 2015-2016 school year, 2016-2017, 2017-2018. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So
we've known each other for like 11 years.
Holy Toledo, man.
11 years, yeah, man.
Time flies.
I don't even I don't remember like if we had even talked about the faith at all. In the 3 years that we had Latin class.
The only thing I remember is that first day of Latin 1, Miss Winslow asked, like, most people don't take Latin. Most people take Spanish or whatever. Why did y'all take Latin? And my reasoning at the time was like, well, I'm Catholic, so like Catholics like Latin. It's probably a good one to take.
Yeah.
And there really was no reason other than that. But I think that's the only time I mentioned it.
I don't remember what my reason was. I think back then I wanted to be like a doctor or something, so I was like, medical terminology stems from Latin. So I don't know. But also I had a few friends in Latin already, so. But yeah, that's where we met.
That's right.
And then I remember vaguely, I think it was still during high school, you had posted on your Instagram story, like probably an icon or something, or something about the faith that it like stuck in my mind. I know that it was some sort of image of the Blessed Mother, and that was like in my mind for like probably 7 years before I even decided to convert. So yeah, 2021 is when I entered into RCIA through the Novus Ordo at one of the churches here. And then it was probably halfway through that, I think, probably November of 21, where I texted you like, "Hey man, what's up? Hopefully you still remember me, but I'm becoming Catholic and pretty sure you are too."
Yeah.
Then we just got talking about that, and then I think it was like a month later that you brought me to the Latin Mass for the first time. I think it was like the third week of Advent, 2021. Yeah, that was my first Latin Mass at St. Joseph's, and I remember, like, I had already obviously been exposed to the faith and was already in the study of it as a new convert, but going to the Mass for the first time, I was like, whoa, there's a deeper mystery there that isn't being transmitted through the new Mass, that I felt pulled towards, and then I finished up RCA that next Easter at the church that I was going to, and then the week after Easter, Los Sundays, when I started going to Latin Mass only. So yeah, it's been like a little over 3 years now.
Man, that's awesome, dude. I'll never forget. Man. I remember when you texted me, because I would say we were friends in high school. We weren't like super close.
Yeah.
But we were friends because of Latin and everything like that. And I remember we were in the computer lab, I think at one point, and you were really big into Taekwondo. I was pretty into Taekwondo myself, and we had gotten in like some argument or something like that. You said the founder of Taekwondo was
Choi Hung Hai.
Yeah, Choi Hung Hai. That's right. And I was like, nah, dude, it's Wong Kuk Lee. And you're like, no, dude, it's not Wong Kuk Lee. It's and we were like going back and forth. I was like, this guy doesn't even know what he's talking about. Like, this guy goes to some McDojo. He doesn't know anything he's talking about. This is insane. Turns out we were kind of both right in a way.
Yeah.
But I think most people consider like you would be more correct because of the way like Taekwondo is formed and stuff. Anyways, like that was like the one really big conversation we had, like full conversation we had in high school. But I was fascinated by your name because it was so long, dude. It's so long. And so I had typed out your entire name in my contacts, like full name, everything. And it just like stayed like that, and maybe texted each other like once or twice in the 3 years or whatever we didn't see each other. And then out of the blue, like late at night or something like that, I get a text and it's from Joachim Aloysius Wingson. I'm like, man, dude, it's been a while. And you said like, hey man, I'm trying to become Catholic, and like if I remember right, you're Catholic too. Just wanted to know about some saints. We have to have a confirmation saint or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was so hyped, unbelievably hyped. You can't even imagine. I was like sitting in my bed, like, let's go, dude. It's lit. It's lit was a big thing back then.
That's true. Yeah.
And I think it was the next day. It was either that evening or the next day. You and your brother came over, and we had like a cigar, talked about all sorts of stuff, and I think Saya was at first pretty like cautious towards
Very
the Latin
cautious,
Mass and the society and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Particularly the society, because he was. I don't know if I should name drop, because he's a big
Probably
guy
not.
in the Catholic world. Well, at least he used to be. But he was watching Michael Voris,
Yeah.
which
Hey,
he
dude,
at
that's
the
how I
time
started
had
out
a
too.
really good. Yeah, yeah. But he did have a pretty good like set of videos for new Catholics, like learn the faith. And,
Hmm.
so I was watching those, but also Michael Voris is very anti-society,
Very much,
and
yeah.
yeah, so Ty was talking because he had heard those stuff, and I didn't really know about it. Um, so yeah, I remember that conversation that night. Sai was like very, well, he was asking a lot of questions,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because he thought
Rightfully.
that he was just trying to find something wrong with it, and
Hmm.
basically, and then me and him have talked about it a lot actually. You had answers for every question that he had, and
Maybe
so
not a good
that
one.
really, well,
Good enough. It worked, so good enough, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah, that night that was a really good conversation.
yeah.
Um, yeah,
And now, dude, it's
yeah,
like, now it's like, seems like every week there's new people going to that chapel. You know,
oh yeah, man, new
the
people every week,
it's
new
awesome.
families coming from the various uh, parishes, and not just from the city. They come from like Austin, and
Yeah.
the people that were going to the Latin Mass there are now coming here because that one got canceled. I think it was last year.
Oh, the
Yeah.
diocesan mass, the diocesan Latin mass.
Mm, yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
and that's the thing, isn't in San Antonio they don't have any other Latin masses. Like they don't have the fraternity,
Nope.
Institute Christ the King. Like the only Latin mass is the SSPX
So
Well,
in
they.
San
actually, well, there is
Antonio. Is that true?
one. There's one at St. Timothy's.
Oh, is it
Is that
still?
Um,
Do they
Indel?
still have
Is
it?
that
I thought they
Indel
got
or
rid of
no?
that.
no, they still have it. Yeah, and that's just part of the regular San Antonio. Um,
Archdiocese.
what's it? Yeah, yeah. And that's
Do
yeah,
more
it's just there, and then at
do more people attend that one rather compared to St. Joseph's?
Not really.
don't
Well,
really
not.
know. I haven't been there in probably 2 years.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But a lot of my friends who are in between St. Joseph's or St. Tim's, they will go there often.
Hmm.
And I do know that their numbers have grown in the past year.
Hmm.
Um,
Which is good. Yeah.
so yeah, I don't really know if it's more than chapel, but yeah.
Nick, I don't know what you know about the. I don't remember what the proper name for it is, but colloquially they call it the Anglican Ordinariate. Do you know much about that, Nick? I know Joey's probably familiar because they're in San Antonio.
Mhm.
The Anglican
Yeah,
Ordinariate?
Yeah,
yeah.
basically it was a bunch of Anglican and I think Episcopalian, which I don't know. It's kind of the same thing if I understand right. But a bunch of their priests had wanted to become Catholic, and there was some process by which they came into the Catholic Church,
Like
and
Taylor Marshall?
yeah, actually that is like Taylor Marshall. So Taylor
Yeah.
Marshall, I don't know if you could say he almost became a Catholic priest, but he was in that process, and yes, he says he discerned out of it. He has a
Mhm.
funny story, I think, with Cardinal Dolan, but um,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, so that's basically what it would have been if he were to become a priest. Like he could have, even though he was married. So Anglican ordinariate priests, even though they're Roman Catholic priests, they can technically be married, so long as they get married before they became a priest. Kind of like a lot of the Eastern Catholic churches do. I don't know if all of them, but I think Byzantine priests, like a Ruthenian Catholic, I think can be married. I think a Maronite possibly. I don't really know, but anyways, the only reason I bring that up, they have a pretty traditional liturgy, a pretty reverent liturgy. Um, I've heard people describe it as, basically the Latin Mass, but the English translation of the Latin Mass. And I haven't been there in years and years and years, but if I remember right, it is pretty close. There's not a whole lot of difference. I think they have one other prayer that maybe comes from the Anglican Book of Common Prayer that I guess the Catholic Church didn't see an issue with, that they leave in their liturgy. I don't remember all the other differences, but it's very beautiful. It's ad orientem, lots of incense, no altar girls. They use a communion rail, communion on the tongue only. They don't do communion in the hand, if I remember right.
Yeah.
But they're in San Antonio, and it's called Our Lady of the Atonement. It's a very beautiful church, probably the prettiest church in San Antonio, in my opinion. But they used to have a Latin Mass, and then somehow it got crushed. And I know that was a big disappointment for people. And there was some excuse, like I think they said something about the priest who said it had some scandal. I don't know how much I believe it, or I really don't know much about it anyways. But that was the other one a lot of people would go to. But then when they stopped doing that, you really just had St. Timothy's, or it might have been St. Pius X at the time, because it used to be St. Pius X, and then you had the SSPX chapel. So a lot of people came over for that as well. And then Easter, COVID Easter was a big one too. We were the only church open during COVID, I think in the entire archdiocese, which is like mind-boggling. But anyways.
But overall, the Latin Mass is hard to come by, but it's definitely growing for sure.
Yeah.
So it's just I think a matter of time. We just gotta be patient. Let God's active will be carried out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess to get into how I started out in the Latin Mass.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
Kind of
let's hear it.
I mean, I don't know. It's like interesting, and I don't know, maybe boring. Who knows? But
it was mostly your brother, right?
Yeah. So I'd been going to the Novus Ordo until I was around 12.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, I think even though we were Novus Ordo, I thank my mother a lot for instilling at least some traditional values as it pertains to the Catholic faith, because we had we didn't like the fact that our church had Eucharistic ministers. They gave communion in the hand. They didn't have a communion rail. They had women altar servers, things like that. Like they my mother didn't like any of these things, and she taught us the reasoning of why it's wrong and things like that. So there were already issues that I had with it, even at a young age. I mean, I'm only like 12 years old when we left, but still in my head I'm like, my mom says it's wrong, so I think it's wrong too.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, but I understood why. I mean, in principle. Even I guess the zeal wasn't quite there for me at a young age. But I never really liked going to Mass, I'll be honest. I thought it was boring, and I thought it was kind of cheesy. So it just wasn't it for me. But I didn't know anything else. I didn't even know the Latin Mass existed. And my brother, when he was in the Navy, he was in the Navy, I think, for 4 to 6 years. And he was stationed in Seattle, I believe. And I could be getting some small details about the story wrong. But from my understanding, he found a Mass just to go to, while he was, he was on base there in Seattle and he was stationed there. He could go somewhere to Mass. And it happened to be a Latin Mass, and he didn't know what it was. And so he found out what it was. I don't know if it was an SSPX church or not, but he ended up telling the rest of my family, like, why are we not all going to this Mass? Like, he did his research, and then my mother could recall from a young age, like, when all these changes were going on and they were implementing the Novus Ordo. She could remember, like, going to the Latin Mass, like her mother taking her to the Latin Mass, and she, like, knew about it, but she just thought, it's too far, or, whatever. It's, I don't know. It was just kind of in the back of her head. She didn't, like, think of making that step. And then, my brother kind of just pushed our family to, make that change. So 2010, I found myself at St. Michael's, which is where Sam, you and I met.
Yeah, dude.
And because you happen to come drive down 1.5 hours from College Station.
Heck
while
yeah,
you were
dude.
at A&M.
Couple
and I'm like,
Aggies
dude.
up in here.
Yeah, I was like, oh, dude, I went to A&M too, and I guess I'm not wearing my ring right now. But are
me
you?
neither. No,
Oh, you're
I
not?
thought about putting it on
You're the worst
because I was like,
Aggies
if I ever
man.
find myself doing this in the video, like oh, I see I'm an act, but it's like,
Yeah. So, anyways, as I was saying,
I should go get it. Just I'm not going to. I'm not gonna.
We're not representing the Colt very well, dude.
Not very well.
We gotta make sure the Colt stays strong.
Hey, Dr. Marshall doesn't wear his ring either. I've noticed that.
Dang, he's not part of the club.
Hey, Margo.
He's not part of the club.
He's not part of the club, dude.
iPhone charger? Behind my bed. Oh, sorry, I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, so
sorry for that rude interruption. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness, dude. Next time I talk to Margo, I'm gonna be upset.
It's on site.
Very upset. Okay. Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted. Just kidding. Yeah, so 2010, we find St. Michael's. I'm a little 12-year-old dude. You know, I go to my pew and I'm just like, what the heck is going on? It's like they're speaking another language. I have no idea. I can't even see what the priest is doing. And I don't have a missal or anything. I don't know what's going on. None of us really know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like everybody kind of has their own experience on just having, I guess, part of their soul uplifted and just saying like this, I can tell this is reverent. I can tell that this is directed towards God. Like this has a higher purpose. This isn't like about us. Like it's about God. I could feel that there was something there, even from a young age. Like I was able to kind of recognize that. And, you know, I'm not saying right away I had this extreme zeal for the Latin Mass, but it was only 45 minutes away from where I live. And I mean, we kind of just thought, you know, we could tell this is the truth. Like this is what we're supposed to do. And so we just started going every week, and pretty soon after, and at this point, you know, I'm one of 6 children, so I have 5 siblings. At the time, there were only, I think, 2 siblings that were not going to the church, so all of the rest of us, or maybe I think it was only 3 of us that were going. It was me and my 2 sisters at the very beginning. So one of my sisters talks to the choir director there, and they're like, I don't know, making conversation, introducing, and then my sister ends up like, they ask her to join the choir. And then she's like, oh, I can get my brother to join too. And so I was, you know, my sister asked me and I was like, okay, why not? You know? So I joined the choir the first year I'm there. And so here I am 15 years later. And now I'm the choir director of the very same choir I joined. So
That's
I've been
awesome.
at the same church for 15 years and been the choir director there for 5. So
it's the beginning of the end for you, man. Just took, I'll get my brother to join. But you're pretty musically talented, man. Actually, both of y'all are. Both of y'all are really talented.
I've heard Nick sing. It's really, really good.
Yeah, you know he plays the trombone too.
appreciate that. Yeah, I got it right here. I got it right here next to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a bass.
Maybe one of these
right
days
here,
I'll pull it out.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, this is super random, but about music. Joey, are y'all still doing y'all's, was it a jazz band y'all were doing?
It's, you know, it's genre bending. You know?
Genre
it's
bending, dude.
Country, you know, it's rock. Yes. Yes, we are. Yes,
Nice.
we are.
Y'all got a name?
No, not yet. It's, you know, maybe we're like label bending too, you know.
Label bending. Nice, dude.
Uh,
I have a friend coming into San Antonio in a couple weeks, and he's an amazing musician. Right. Yeah, Trey. He's an amazing musician. He's a great saxophone player. I figure when he goes down, and I think he knows Caleb. Well, he may not know Caleb. I know he knows Joseph. I'm pretty sure because he was in the Aggie band as well. At the same time, he was. I think he was a freshman when I was a junior, so Joseph would have been a senior. But they both played saxophone, so.
Gotcha.
Anyways, I thought that'd be pretty cool. But
yeah, we'll definitely get together and have some jam sessions. You know,
I'm kind of the odd man out here. I was in the Aggie band, but I was very, 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 very bad at music.
Dude, you were in my choir for like a couple of years.
Yeah, and that says something about the choir, doesn't it?
Hey, come on, dude.
Hey, damn, you can sing good too, man.
You can do it. Dude, we're singing like whenever we drove up for the Consecration Immaculata, dude. We're like singing the same. We were singing Gordon Lightfoot and what else was it? It was De Profundis.
Clamavi de Profundis. Misty Mountains.
Boromir. Was it Boromir's Lament or what was it?
Yeah. Okay. So there's Lament for Boromir.
Lament for Boromir. Yeah.
Lament
so we were singing that together. I was like, dude, this guy knows how to sing.
That's a great song right there. That is an amazing tune. I love Lament for Boromir. And Misty Mountains Cold. Dude.
Oh, yeah. That's the best. That's the GOAT right there.
Every once in a while, Margot will just mention, she's like, you remember when you and Nick were driving up and y'all guys just sang Misty Mountains Cold like 30 times in a row?
I was just about to mention, like, I remember Margot getting annoyed at us.
Super annoyed.
She took videos of us singing the whole time.
It was like every 5 minutes is like, for over... like over and over again. Yeah. Joey, I don't know if I told you this story, but you brought up Nick brought up Gordon Lightfoot, and you know who Gordon Lightfoot is, right? The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Well, he has a really famous song called "The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald," which is and a shocking turn of events about the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, which was it was a boat on the it was on the Great Lakes. I don't remember which Great Lake. But anyways, it like killed a lot of people, and so he has this song, and it's really great. And we were singing the song, and then a few hours later, we get a notification on the phone that is breaking news. Gordon Lightfoot died like 4 hours before we got. And I was like, dude, Nick, we were probably singing the song as he was dying.
No, I looked it up, and the time of death was the exact time that we were playing the song.
It's wild.
That's crazy.
It's wild.
I was like, dude, that's
crazy.
Funny.
That's the second time something like that has happened to me. When I was in high school.
With Chester?
Yeah, it was Chester Bennington. When I was in high school, I don't remember what year we were. I guess it would have been junior year. But a lot of us, we played football, and a lot of times we'd have the football team over at the house, and we would you just hang out or whatever. And a lot of the guys were really into Linkin Park at that time, which is kind of funny for other reasons, but they were really into Linkin Park. And that was the first time I'd ever listened to Linkin Park. I had known who they were. These are kind of a big pop culture thing, pop culture band. But that was the first time I ever really, I mean, pretty big. Yeah, pretty big. But that was the first time I ever actually listened to them, like heard a song by them. And we probably listened to them for like 6 hours that night. And like every song was a banger, one after another. And then the next morning, I think DeAndre was the one who woke up, and he's like, bros, Chester Bennington died last night. And I was like, it's horrible, dude. I just discovered their music. I mean, it's horrible for other reasons too.
Yeah.
Actually, way worse for other reasons. But yeah, so it's weird to happen once. It's really weird to happen twice. I'm sort of privy to not discovering new. Well, I don't know. Have you ever put out an album, Joey?
Over, brother.
I don't know.
Pray for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we ever make any music or record music, just make sure Sam doesn't listen to it.
Yeah, ever.
Or either of us.
You will never get it.
Never get a copy. Put on SoundCloud. Because I don't use SoundCloud. It's not my demographic. Just upload
to like MySpace or something,
Hey, is MySpace still a thing?
No idea.
I don't think the domain exists.
That was before my time.
It was.
I remember being in elementary school and people being like, "Oh, dude, add me on MySpace."
Yeah.
No, it's still a thing. I just typed in myspace.com.
It's still a thing?
Yeah, it looks like. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think so.
That's wild.
Looks like it.
I remember, I was also in elementary school, and the first time I never even heard of social media or anything. We didn't have phones or anything. We didn't have I think we had a Wii, but that was the only like video game console we had. But there was this girl, I think we were probably in like 3rd grade or 4th grade, and she had brought up MySpace, and so I go home and I asked my mom if I could get a MySpace, and I just got a lecture about how that's how kids get kidnapped and stuff. And so I go back the next day, and I was like telling this girl, I was like, "You're gonna get kidnapped. Like, I can't believe, your mom would let you do that." It was so. I mean, objectively, it's not a good thing for a kid to be on social media, or probably anybody for that matter. But, yeah, it was just, kind of crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to get a Facebook account until I was in 8th grade. So
I don't know when I got a Facebook account. I was definitely in high school. Definitely in high school.
But I mainly wanted a Facebook account so I could play the Facebook games.
Farmville?
Dude, back in the day, the Facebook games were elite, man.
I know. Do people...
Dude,
sorry.
well, I used to... no, it's fine. My my family used to have like a day. We'd make a day out of it where we would just go to the library and just log on to all the computers at the library and start playing Facebook games. We were playing like Cool Math for Kids and playing like...
Yeah.
Cool Math was cool, dude.
Yeah.
What was that? Block Wars?
Bloxers. Yeah, Bloxers.
Yeah, Bloxers. That was a good one.
Yeah, we're like I don't know, it goes
it's like flip,
sideways.
flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put many hours into that game.
But you couldn't memorize or you couldn't save your progress. So
so you had to start over.
Like how it is. So you had those guys that could get through like the first 10 levels, like they had all the moves memorized, just so you could get back to where you were.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was fun.
There was another game, I think it was on there, called the hardest game in the world or something like that. And you were just
The
a little
Impossible Game?
Yeah, maybe it was the Impossible Game. I don't know. You were a little blue dot, and you'd have to navigate to the other side of the map. But there was all these ways the game would reset. Like if you touched a wall, it would reset. Or,
yeah.
Yeah, I never got through the first level. It was really hard.
Well, it sounds impossible.
Well,
it sounds like it was impossible, dude.
Impossible for me, but
or the hardest game you've ever played.
I'm probably not the best example for whether that's actually a hard game or not. I'm pretty illiterate when it comes to most things, especially regarding technology and games. But
yeah, how long did it take?
Not a real gamer here.
Huh? Not a real gamer.
Not a real gamer here.
Not
me either.
Not a gamer.
Yeah.
Kind of cringe.
It is funny in the San Antonio chapel. I don't know if they still do this, Joey. You could probably tell me. They used to have a Minecraft server, and
technically, it's still open. Technically,
do people pay for that?
It's on a realm, yeah.
So you have to pay for the realm.
But it's like $7 a month or something like that. But it's not per person. It's just to have one, and you can have as many people on there.
Yeah.
As you want. Actually, I don't know if it's still open. Actually, now that I think about it,
yeah,
it might be gone. But they're easy to get because low key we got to bring that back. It was really fun.
Yeah, I go back and forth. On one hand, I do think it's pretty cool. It's kind of fun, especially because people live so far away from each other. In a town like this, every single one of your neighbors you're like a close friend with, and they all go to the same church and stuff. But when you're in a place like Houston or a place like San Antonio, like going to hang out,
like half an hour.
Yeah. And I know the Hollands, I think they were like almost a full hour away, just outside the city, but on the other side of the city. And so on one hand, it's probably not the best way to socialize, but on the other hand, it's like, I don't know, you do what you got to do. And it is kind of fun, to be honest.
Yeah, and like there's worse ways to socialize across distances,
Yeah.
I think Minecraft is a pretty wholesome way. It's
pretty tame.
In my opinion, Maybe that's controversial, but whatever. They can fight me.
When I first told my dad about it, he thought it was some like witchcraft game.
Really?
He thought it was Minecraft, like you're crafting things.
Mind.
I was like, no, Dad, you just build stuff. He's like, what do you build? It's like, I don't know, houses. Like, there's really not much to the game. You just build stuff and, I don't know, have fun, I guess. I don't know.
It's just a really fun game,
It did not help the case when I told him about enchanting.
Oh yeah, you have the enchanting table.
Yeah, that that only
Yeah.
confirmed his apprehension.
Yeah,
But
definitely witchcraft.
yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, I don't know, like the producers of the game
I think
seem
it's pretty
weird.
tame,
It's pretty chill. It's pretty chill.
but Notch is pretty base. So Notch, the founder of Minecraft.
Oh, is he?
Hmm.
What is
A little,
a little bit?
not fully based, but
Gotcha.
a little based.
Gotcha.
Not fully
Gotcha.
based.
Maybe a
Somewhat.
future
There's levels
Latin
to
mass
this,
goer. Sounds like we
Possibly.
got to meet this Knots guy. And
Already disappeared, man.
really,
He sold Minecraft for like $1 billion something, and now he just lives a quiet life.
did y'all see they came out with a
Slow
movie
too.
for that?
The Minecraft movie?
Yeah, they came out with a Minecraft movie.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was fire.
With like
Really?
Jack Black or
Fire.
something, or I don't even know. Like,
Yeah, Jack
it was
Black.
really fun.
how do you make a movie about Minecraft? Like, there's
That's
no
what I wanted
plot.
to know, dude.
Like, what's the plot, dude?
Just go watch it. It's really
Like, oh,
fun.
the zombies
It-
are coming. I
it's
gotta
super
build my
stupid.
house out of dirt. Or like,
I'm gonna be honest with you, Joey. I'm not against it in principle,
Uh-huh.
but I don't think I'll ever watch that movie.
That's
Just to be
it's fun.
honest.
You
Just
know,
to be honest.
not all of us have the secret knowledge, but Minecraft movie.
It's true. Sounds a little bit
knowledge,
Gnostic of you, bro.
What? No.
Sounds
never,
a little Gnostic.
Never.
Seems like you're creeping into some heresies here.
yeah, you should only be watching religious movies, dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't have
Yeah, that's
any
true.
religion in it, dude. You're basically sinning, man.
Hey, what's y'all's
Yeah.
favorite religious movie?
I feel like I
mean-
can't say it's my favorite because I don't remember the name, but it is my favorite.
Who's it
what's
about, or what's it about?
I mean,
yeah,
for me, it's a pretty easy one. Passion of the
Oh, yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
That's the goated.
See,
That's like, what's your favorite book? The Bible. Like.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Feels
was
wrong
going
to
to
say
say
anything
the Passion, but I feel like that's like the obvious answer. So I guess
Okay, take Passion off the table.
Passion is- yeah.
Other than Passion,
I think for Greater Glory. Have you guys
I've
ever
never
heard of
seen
that
it.
movie?
I've wanted to
Dude,
watch it
it's
so
really
bad.
good.
Heard about
It's
it though.
it's the movie about the I think in the early 1900s. I think it's the
Cristeros?
1900s. It's the story of the Cristeros, the
Is-
persecution of Catholics in Mexico.
Does it have Jose Sanchez Del Rio?
Mhm.
Dude,
Who I think he was canonized in 2019 or what was it? 2016 maybe?
I don't know, but that's an awesome saint.
Yeah, he was one of the. I think he's like a very famous martyr. Or
Yeah.
at least like modern martyr.
How old was he? He was like 13 years old.
Yeah. And the last thing he said was
Viva Cristo Rey.
Viva Cristo Rey, yeah. Before they shot him. They made him dig his own grave and they said, "We'll give you one last chance to renounce Christ." And he said, Viva Cristo Rey, and then they shot him.
And didn't
Wow.
And then buried him.
they? If I remember right, they cut the bottoms of his feet off, like the.
Oh yeah, they made him walk around without the soles on his feet, yeah.
He's 13 years old.
Wow.
This guy.
That's crazy.
That guy's got some cojones that I, aspire to. I would hope if I was in that position, I'd be able to be as manly,
Yeah, same here.
But no, I've
Yeah.
never seen that movie. I've wanted to watch it for years,
It's
so
an excellent movie.
maybe that'll be next on the list. I don't really watch a ton of movies anymore. When we were kids,
Yeah.
we'd
You know what's a
watch-
good one?
What's that?
Silence. That might be controversial.
Silence.
Silence is a pretty great Catholic film.
What's it about?
It's about these two priests who go to Japan. I think it's like in the 15 or 1600s.
Okay,
heard about
Caleb.
this.
Caleb was telling me about that.
They go to Japan to save their mentor, who's also a priest. The ending is probably the part that most people either makes them love the movie or makes them hate it.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, I think it's a really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
Yeah,
sad.
this is like kind of a big budget movie. They have Liam Neeson,
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield,
Jeez.
Adam Driver. I mean, like pretty big names in this movie.
Really good actors.
I thought it was.
Yeah,
I thought
it
it
was
was
fantastic.
controversial. I thought it was controversial because it's like the story is almost about these. Are they priests? They're priests, right? Or no?
Mhm, yeah.
So it's.
Yeah.
I thought it was about them, like being challenged with their faith. like potentially
Yeah.
losing their faith. And I don't know what happens in the end. I mean, I heard that it's a very tough watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It is,
it's
yeah.
very intense. Like it's a lot of people who said they've seen it. It's one of the most impactful movies
Mhm.
mentally, they've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was most of the controversy, the fact that they were like having issues with their faith and falling away from the faith, like things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like it's the dilemma that every martyr, is put up against, is either renounce their faith or die for it, and the way that the character went about it is the reason why it's controversial, because
Mm-hmm.
there isn't like a clear answer. Um, by the end of his life, there isn't a clear answer, at least in my view. And I've only seen it once, so but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it makes you think, and it because like if, again if you were in that position, what would you have done?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very moving story.
Yeah, that's gonna be on the list. Even though, like, kind of like Sam, I don't really watch movies too much anymore. Because honestly, I don't even think it's really about. I mean, obviously, yes, I think a lot of movies now are a lot less moral, and I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Hollywood's
Yeah.
been bad for a long time. But I think even now, there's always some kind of political message that they're sending in all these movies, and
Yeah,
they
like
just
in
have to
Padre
put
Pio.
something in there. I know it just stuff like that. It's I don't know, but I honestly think that has kind of always been a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the main thing is like there's just the quality of movies are just not the same anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about okay, how like fast can we crank out these movies and let's make a bunch of remakes and adaptations and like, live action movies and stuff like that. It's like there's no original ideas anymore. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
why do I even care about watching movies now when and it's all about okay, how much CGI can we put it in? How much like whatever. They've
Yeah.
spent all their budget towards making it look nice instead of like it just being a simple movie about, with a lot of dialogue and, you know, and engaging characters. I feel like there's just
Yeah.
not a lot of that anymore.
It seems to piggyback off of that, a lot of movies created nowadays are visually pleasing, although there's some debate there too for some people with the CGI
I
and
mean,
stuff.
yeah,
But
yeah. Like you look at. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off,
no,
Sam.
it's
Real
okay.
quick, I want to get that thought in. Like Lord of the Rings, I
Hmm.
thought was very visual. It was visually well done.
Yes,
I think, and
although
I mean,
the
it was
Urukai
very
are kind of
groundbreaking.
ugly.
There were, huh?
I said although the Urukai looked kind of cheesy and gross,
Well, I don't know. I mean,
which is
I mean,
okay.
yeah, there were some of them that looked, a little like, oh, obviously this is fake.
Hmm.
But I think they did a really good job of making things look like more realistic without it being overly CGI and it
Yeah,
just being okay. You can obviously tell this was generated by a computer.
yeah.
But like that was back in like 2003, when
Hmm.
I think, or was it 2001 or something when Lord of the Ring or the Return of the King came out. So
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Sorry, but
No, I was
go,
I was
go get your
basically just
point.
saying that a lot of movie production is very visual driven, and the stories have really taken a fall. And not like there's not good stories out there. Like they could be good stories, but they just don't produce them in a way that tells the story very, very, very good. Now, um, an honorable mention for me would be Nefarious because I actually
I
thought
love that movie, dude.
that
I
was,
love that
I
movie.
mean,
It
that
was intense.
movie is hard to watch, and I would not
Hmm.
Yeah.
recommend it for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But for those who can stomach it, it's a pretty dang good movie, dude. It's a pretty good movie, and it,
Oh,
it
dude,
really,
yeah, I thought it was like it would be unheard of. Like if you think of a movie, okay, this movie has one room,
hmm
two characters for like an hour and 40 minutes or
dude, so
whatever the
good though,
runtime
man.
is. It's like how do they make that work? Yeah, like what's
And it just
the
shows that's all you need. That's all you need. You
yeah,
just
an
need a
hour and
good
40 minutes.
story and a good plot line, good story, and you're golden. You don't need to have the CGI effects of Marvel movies, which look cool. And I mean, some people think those movies are great. I think our friend Lenny loves them, so I won't beat up on him too much. But yeah, I mean, Nefarious was great. Sound of Freedom, really great. That was
Hmm.
another good one recently. Um, I don't know. So Padre Pio came out, and I remember there was so much hype about that Shia LaBeouf playing Padre Pio, and that was super cool and everything. Then when you actually watch the movie, Padre Pio is in it for like 5 minutes. The rest of the movie is all like communist propaganda.
I heard the movie was directed by like a Buddhist or something.
Yeah, something like that. It was
Really?
It was honestly pretty close to blasphemous. Like, it was pretty bad.
And
now, I
don't
still
even
think Shia
that's on
LaBeouf did a great
LaBeouf
job.
either.
No,
Yeah.
he did a
I
good
don't think
job.
that's really, yeah.
But it was
he
just the fact that
converted
his
that movie.
parts were very limited. When they had Shia
Yeah.
LaBeouf offering, playing Padre Pio, offering the mass, it was beautiful. And then it just switches to some scandalous scene that I would rather not go into detail about. But there's another Padre Pio movie that I've found a lot of people don't know about, which is excellent, called Padre Pio Miracle Man. And that's much older. I don't know when it came out. Probably like the 70s or something. I don't know. Really good. If y'all haven't seen that one, that really tells the story of Padre Pio well and shows the struggle of Padre Pio very beautifully. And I think the whole time, it's been a while since I've seen that one, but there's a bishop trying to get him to say that he faked everything, and he's like, I can't, like, I don't want the attention, but like, it is what it is. That one was really good. There's The Scarlet and the Black, about I think that was a World War II movie about the Vatican. That was really good. But
have you ever seen that Russell Crowe movie, Noah?
No, I don't think so. Is it about Noah?
It kind of I think it kind of implements some of the some of the ideas that they have about the Old Testament and like giants and these like fallen, like I guess the Nephilim or these I don't know, rock giants that helped him build the ark. That's kind of like another religious movie. I don't know if you guys had seen it, I would want your opinion on it, but if you haven't, I mean, it wasn't bad, but
you always get into shaky grounds with that stuff.
Yeah.
When you have secular people trying to portray the Nephilim, and I mean, it seems like almost nobody really understands it. When you have secular people, it's or at least when it's portrayed from a secular perspective. I don't usually like that. I think that's usually a bad thing.
Yeah,
because it's usually not right, and it's very persuasive to people who don't know better.
Right. And I mean, you could tell they were taking a lot of like cinematic liberties, even though I guess it wasn't the worst thing. They portrayed Noah as like he was struggling a lot with himself, and something about like it was either saving the animals in the ark, I think, or like hurting his family or something. I don't remember what it was. But there's a lot of things in from the Book of Enoch, which is not officially approved by the church, or it's not one of the books of the Bible, but I think they added like a lot of things that were in the Book of Enoch. And I don't know. And there was like something about one of his sons being tempted. Like, I think they did a really good job though of showing like people who lived at that time, even though obviously like we don't know a lot about the people that lived at that time, other than they were, they weren't moral people. But they showed a lot of that. It was like very hellish, like hell-like, where these people lived. And I don't know, it was like something about his son was being tempted by like a woman who was from those tribes or something. It was like, I don't know, I'm kind of over talking this whole Noah thing, but I was just wondering if y'all had seen that one.
No.
Never seen it. Sorry, man.
Never seen.
But have you heard anything about House of David, the show from Amazon?
No.
Oh no.
If Amazon produced it, probably not going to watch it.
Honestly, I did watch the whole thing. It's like a whole show, and yeah, I mean, I actually thought it was. They take some liberties here and there, but it's not like the worst thing. And they tell you at the very beginning of the show, like, this is not 100% like biblically word for word. There are liberties taken for the sake of storytelling. But overall, I think the message is pretty good, and they portrayed David pretty well. But I don't know. Man, you guys haven't seen anything I've seen. What the heck?
I'm sorry, dude. Hey, have y'all heard any updates regarding, I don't know what they're going to call it, Mel Gibson's movie about the resurrection. It might just be resurrection. I don't know.
Oh, it's the resurrection of the Christ, I think, or something. Because there's the
Man.
Passion of the Christ, and then
I am hyped for that movie to come out.
Yeah, like he looks awesome.
Yeah.
When he was
Very
talking
excited.
when he was talking on Rogan about it, I was like, dude,
hmm
I'm my blood's starting, my heart's starting to pump.
And if they didn't bring back Jim Caviezel, man, like
Well,
Yes,
they
no,
I'm so
are.
glad they're bringing him back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm really glad they're bringing him back again. Like
He's a great
honestly,
actor.
I like one of my favorite actors is Jim Caviezel. Like he's really good,
Mhm.
and it's
So
like
good.
I remember at the end of watching Sound of Freedom, and obviously it's a very emotional movie, and when he has his message
Hmm.
where he's saying, you know, I want this movie to be like Uncle Tom's Cabin, like things like that, and how impactful that book was. I want this to be like that, and then you can like see his scapular like coming out of his shirt. I was just like, dude,
Yeah.
it's so awesome, man. But yeah, he's honestly, I think what he was kind of blacklisted in Hollywood
Yeah.
after the Passion.
And he comes out and makes another banger, Sound of Freedom.
Yeah. So
Can't stop him. He gave
I
a
wish he was in more
speech
movies.
a year or two ago in Kansas City or Topeka. I don't remember, but
hmm
a bunch of people went to go see him, and that was really cool. The guy is just like super nice. Yeah, he's super
Mhm.
friendly, and obviously he has a lot of enemies. Given the kind of content, the kind of films he's produced, but I don't know, man. We need people like him, you know.
hmm
People would take that risk because it is when you get into that realm, you're really sacrificing a lot, but it's noble. I like him.
Yeah. There's definitely a shortage of men like him,
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
you either don't got the talent or you don't got the heart to do it. You know,
Yeah.
Heart no that gumption, brother.
got some gumption. Got some gumption. Well, guys, I don't know how much longer y'all want to devote. I don't know how long we've been going. I don't have a timer.
I have no, I don't know, plans. I guess I'm down to do whatever.
I
Dump
know,
whatever, man.
I know the girls want to go to Manhattan, so maybe give it like another 15, 20 or so. Hopefully this is all
Sounds good to
recording.
me.
I should make sure this is
If
recording
not, we'll
real
just
quick.
do the same thing again. It's okay.
Okay, good. It's still recording.
Yeah.
I had a fear there.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I'd be like, guys, unbelievable,
Oh, man.
unbelievable. I'm just looking forward to when I go to upload it, and all the audio is just absolutely useless. It's just completely kaput, and I'm gonna have to send y'all guys a text. Hey guys, thanks for spending so much time hanging out, but this is totally unusable. We're gonna have to reread the entire script.
Well,
Mhm.
as long as you're hanging out with the dudes,
Mhm.
that's all that matters.
Always a good time. Always a good time.
Hanging out with the bros.
Joe, I know I've
What do you
asked
guys want to
about
talk about?
rugby
ahead.
a lot,
hmm
but how is rugby going and jiu-jitsu and everything?
Very fun.
You've been able to get back into
Both of them
jiu-jitsu
are going
too?
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go like 2 or 3 times a week now. Whereas before it was 0, so it's a lot better.
To jiu-jitsu or rugby?
Yeah,
or both?
jiu-jitsu is good. Jiu-jitsu. I go to rugby 1 time a week because that's all my body can handle, to be honest.
Mhm.
It's like constant sprinting for like 2 hours, and like the next day I'm dead, absolutely dead. But yeah, it's been good. I'm preparing for my brown belt test in November.
Nice.
So basically,
Nice.
all that entails is me training more. So I'm gonna have to roll for an hour straight. Well, I'm gonna have to be Shark Tanked for an hour straight, which is like
Yeah.
I'm in the whole time. Everyone gets to rest
Yeah.
except for me. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Well, not figure out. I'm trying to piece together physically my gardening.
Hmm.
I don't know if you'll need to like go into that,
Feel free, dude.
but it's
I love
Yeah,
it.
it's the interplay between a range based guard, close range guard,
Hmm.
and then bridging the gap in between the two.
Hmm.
Because right now, if it's a longer distance guard, I'm playing like lasso guard, and that goes directly into like X guard and directly into my half guard and my deep half,
Hmm.
which are my main two. Um, I've had or actually, I've had mostly success. Um, it's just my body's it's a little retarded at the moment, so I got to get quicker on the reactions.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's going good, and there's a bunch of new white belts signing up, so
Good.
the club is growing. It's good, and actually, most of them are actually pretty good, which is surprising because for a while, a lot of them were just not that good, which is fine,
Hmm.
you know. But it's very refreshing to have a hungry new crop of white belts to train with. But yeah, it's good.
Hmm.
I get beat up a lot, but it's okay. Not by the white belts, by people. One guy who's my size, he destroys me, but it's okay
Hmm.
because he's really, really, really strong, and I'm less strong. So yeah, that's jujitsu. Rugby is cool. I'm still learning it, so I don't fully understand everything yet. Like, I mess up a lot with like the small details of the rules when it comes to like penalties or
Hmm.
just like the smaller aspects of it. But when it comes to like the offense, defense, how those work, I'm starting to get it a little bit more. Been able to score a couple times. So yeah, both those are going good. Rugby is really, really fun. I really wish that I had done it way
Hmm.
earlier, but obviously in America it's
Hmm.
not as popular
Yeah.
as football, but it's okay. When you come
Gail.
back down here, you have to play too.
Oh, 100%. I wanted to do it back when I was in high school, but like you said, there's barely any in the states, but like especially
Yeah,
in the southern United States and Texas and stuff. But
yeah,
Gail is going to be ecstatic that you're picking it up so much, because
yeah, man.
yeah, he was like, believe me, when you play, you'll be so good. You'll be so good. You come back to Bordeaux, and you be the best. I can tell you now, your physique is incredible. That's my best. That's my best
Yeah,
Gale
yeah.
impression.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Just kidding. It was
Shout out
terrible.
Gail.
Shout out Gale De La Tour, my man. He we when we went to Italy. I think I probably told you, Nick. I'm pretty sure. But when we went to Italy, we made a pit stop in France and visited Gale. I don't know if you ever
Yeah,
met
I saw.
Gale, but
No.
he lived here for like 6 months or something like that. He's a pretty cool guy. Um, yeah. Yeah, I've been out of jujitsu for a long time now. I'm
How do you feel about that?
horrible.
Yeah.
I feel as though a giant piece of my life is missing. Not just because of jujitsu, but just in general. I've found it
Hmm.
incredibly difficult over the past 6 months or so to get the
Hmm.
time to really devote to being like in physical shape.
Hmm.
I always tell people, in my opinion, when I think about masculinity, there's like three marks, right? And it's like physical strength, mental strength, spiritual strength. And obviously, the most important is spiritual strength, but you can't neglect any aspect of it, or all of it starts to crumble in a way. And I
Hmm.
really feel that's almost where I'm at. Not that I'm crumbling like spiritually or
Hmm.
anything. I have been reading a lot more and stuff like that. Um, but ever since I've been traveling so much, it's really hard to get into a gym. Really hard. Like next week, I'll be
Yeah.
gone from Monday morning
Hmm.
until the following Monday evening. and then I'll be on the road again, traveling again on Tuesday. It kind of stinks.
Yeah, I relate, brother. I relate to not having that um, not having that physical outlet. Because last year I was sick. I was sick for most of the year last year, so I couldn't do anything really. Didn't do jujitsu or anything. But yeah, since I've been able to get back into it, get back to my regular schedule of training, not just jujitsu, but rugby and lifting too. It really helps. It really helps um, to seek balance everywhere else. Because I mean, at least for me, whenever those things are out of balance, when I'm not physically training, then it throws off the mental and the spiritual too. And then vice versa. If any of those three areas are lacking, the other two also lack. But yeah, I like to think of it like a crusader, like a Catholic knight, holy guys, but also warriors,
Yeah.
Man, y'all are making me feel bad because I've actually never had any martial arts training in my entire life.
Dude, I've been telling you since
I need to get it. I'm telling
you,
man. Yeah, no, I
since
know.
I first met
serious,
you, as one of our first ever conversations.
Yes, if we had the opportunity, I would do it because I know isn't really any age for you to start.
Yeah.
So like, I'm down to start. The only thing is like, I wouldn't want to join a gym like on my own and just kind of learn, whatever. I would. It would be cool to like learn from my friends or whoever else that are like better and they can kind of show me like how it's done and all that.
No, that's fair, but I think Joey would agree. The jiu-jitsu community, really just the martial arts community in general, is super friendly and super welcoming. And
yeah, I'm sure.
And like you will develop friends there that from all walks of life, like literally every single kind of person partakes, and it's really cool. And I don't know. I think there's a real opportunity for evangelization, right? Because people come from different walks of life. Oftentimes, people who go to do something like jiu-jitsu, part of it's for the physical, part of it's because it's just really cool, to be good at something like that. But a lot of times, I think people are looking to push themselves and looking to grow. And when you're rolling on the mats and you're just getting tapped out left and right, you really start to discover, what's on the inside. But you're still looking for something, And I know a lot of people who have come to the faith through jiu-jitsu, or at least like jiu-jitsu has had some role. Either they were first exposed to traditional Catholicism, or whatever, and also there is something to be said for wanting to learn from friends and stuff. But like up here, a lot of our friends and stuff, they do it in just their garages and stuff. But you're really limited on what you can do if you don't have a team of devoted coaches and training partners and people. You really need a diverse group to really to really stimulate that growth, in my opinion. But Joey, a lot more about it. I don't know what your thoughts on it would be, but I would just say go find a gym. You're in Houston. There's like a billion gyms. Just go find a gym.
There's really good gyms there.
Really
try
good.
to find like a
really
a Six Blades or like a Henzo Gracie. Yeah.
I think part of the problem is finding the time too.
That is true.
Every day. I mean, I don't know if it's like a weekend only thing, but weekdays I get home at like 7:30 every day, and then I have a lot of other stuff I have to do. But if it's like maybe a weekend only thing, but even then I'm like, am I really progressing if I'm only doing it like once a week?
Yes.
I don't know.
Very slowly.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yes, there is, and doing anything would be progress. Just logically, but there is, I don't know, there's just hesitations here and there about having the time to.
I would say just like having some sort of like physical excellence, like a certain skill. It doesn't have to be martial arts. It can be whatever.
Well, I've been trying to do like, I don't know if you can consider it like a physical skill, but running. So I've been trying really hard to like own getting a really fast mile time. So I've been slowly getting like my mile time down.
That's good.
Um, so right now I'm at 7 minutes and 50 seconds. So I mean, it's not bad.
Not bad.
So but
Pretty good, man.
that's kind of
I'm
like
way
a
slower.
way to like physically challenge to physically challenge myself. But that's really like the only thing I'm doing in terms of like that, because I used to kind of be into powerlifting a little bit, and I don't know, kind of whenever I got out of college, which is around 2021. I used to go to the gym like 6 times a week to just like for the sake of getting strong and kind of challenging myself that way. But now I lift just to like stay healthy, really. Like I lift like 2 to 3 times a week just to stay healthy, because I know cardio is not everything. You know, you need a balance.
Yeah, you got to have a balance. Yeah.
I think something that a physical skill set that you try to attain to become excellent at it, you have to make everything in your life accord to it.
Mhm.
You know, so like for martial arts, to get to it in particular, like if you're not eating healthy, if you're not sleeping right, if you're not doing the other stuff outside of the training that helps you to progress better, you're just not going to get good at it. You know, and so if it forces you to have I guess a schedule, or just
Mhm.
it forces you to make your life in order for you to be good at that point. And so there's more structure. There's more order. I think that's. I mean, just on the personal side of it,
Yeah.
I think that's why it's good to aspire to have physical skill sets. You know?
I mean, that's definitely true, because I mean, even like, because I've been slowly trying to lose weight since college, and I'm still progressing, but it's been going well. Part of that, like, helping me establish more discipline, which has like translated to, my professional life, mentally, spiritually, like, because if you're a disciplined person, if you work on being disciplined, it helps you in your prayer life, and just other parts, aspects of your life. Discipline is a very good virtue to have. So, but part of that began with, okay, I need to like do this physically. I need to go on this hour-long walk, or I need to go on a run. I need to go on a lift. And then now I've been trying to do it because I haven't been the best about like going to sleep at a decent hour. So now I'm like, okay, now I have to force myself to go to sleep on time so I can wake up at like 6 a.m. to work. Now start working out in the morning. So I've been doing that now instead of, I used to always exercise after work, but now that's like not as sustainable. But I think like that is like so important. I don't think I ever realized it. Like getting up really early and
That's
doing
right.
something before you go to work. Be it even physical or like reading, or just getting your whole
Start your
day
day
and
right.
mentally prepared. Yeah, starting it instead of just like waking up. You're like, oh my goodness, dude, I have like 30 minutes to get ready before I drive to work and do it all over again.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I think we're approaching probably pretty close to an hour and a half. Hate to cut it early.
Wow.
We'll have
Well,
to.
I'm surprised.
We're halfway there.
Yeah.
We're at our halfway point.
Well, hey, in the future, I would like to do this again. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
For me, at least. But probably need to find a stopping point. I figure probably now is as good as any. You'll have any final words you want to say? I know we're all young bucks, but any piece of advice?
I don't know, man. Just like get big and go hard, you know.
Get big and go hard. That's
You
right.
know.
Well,
In
I'm waiting on
everything.
you, Nick.
You know?
What's your advice? Come on, you got to be Johnny on the spot with it. Joey just threw
I
out
don't
some
know.
words right there. He threw out some wisdom.
Watch good movies and watch.
There you go.
Read good books. And I was listening to a podcast today about the importance of the rosary and how powerful it's been throughout history. Say your daily rosary.
That's right.
That's
Say
my
your
message.
rosary, you're not on the team, as Dr. Marshall says.
Dang. Yep.
Well,
Join the team, guys. Come on.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I personally want to be in the team. I don't know about everybody else.
I would like to. That was a huge phrase for me. or you're not on the team. I was like, shit, okay.
But I want to be on the team.
I was like 18 years old. I was like, come on, man. Well, we're called to be warriors.
What about you, Samuel?
I think for me, just remember we're called to be warriors in every aspect of our life. So go out there and train your mind, read, study, train your body, go work out. Most importantly, train your soul. Go to mass, pray your rosary. That's all I have to say. Be the best you can be.
You guys had like really wise things to say. I just was being goofy, you know.
I don't know, dude. Get big, go hard is pretty
man.
wise.
Yeah.
I'd say. All right, dudes. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate y'all doing this. I really hope everything recorded properly and that we're not going to get an echo on the video. I will do my best to start a YouTube channel and upload it tonight, hopefully. God willing.
Yeah, dog. It was fun.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it again.
Definitely.
Yes,
we
sir.
should try to make it a weekly thing or something. I don't know. But all right, guys.
Me and Joey will have to carry the whole podcast.
Yeah,
Sam over here.
you kind of
So
did.
nobody wants to watch Sam over here. So
you kind of did. I mostly just sat in the back and spoke every few, half hour or so. Asked a question, but
I hope people take it easy on me for having unfinished paint and
leave a comment and tell Joey he needs to paint his room. Everybody leave a comment.
Listen,
Joey needs to paint his room. It's unbelievable. I agree. 27 years old? 26 years old? 26 years old. Paint your room, man.
How did you just stop like halfway? It's like you just gave up, dude. You're like, well, it was good enough.
I didn't paint it. It wasn't my choice. I was down to just leave it as a beige, but it was my father. He painted it.
Mr. Para.
I'm just used to it now, I guess. I should really redo all my stuff. It's really old. It's from high school. Don't look at it.
Okay. I won't.
Maybe it'll be different next week, Maybe.
Well, we'll see. Look forward to it. I might have to take my sister's computer. I'll be in a hotel next Sunday. But All right, guys. Well, until next time.
Say goodbye to the dog.
Bye, dog.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye, dog. Wait, one more cat.
Where's Bonnie?
Bonnie?
Say bye to the dog. See you later,
dog. Can I pet that dog?
Come here, Bonnie.
Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog?
Look up here.
Look at this dog right here.
The camera.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, I like Joey's dog. That's a good dog.
It's a good
he only has dog on his back feet.
All right, guys. Now that all the animals have said goodbye.
What? I hear.
We'll see y'all next week, hopefully. See ya, bud.
Take it easy out there in the real world.
Goodbye. God bless.